off an easy touchdown, all of a sudden your sideline finds themselves completely rejuvenated.
Davis now to return it. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. So now here comes the Chargers as they get set to take over once more. They trail here by a touchdown as this drive will start with a first down. This drive begins with a run by Harris. And he'll be taken down as he takes it just shy of midfield.
I've always gone by the philosophy, Mike, that the pass sets up the run. And in these last two plays, that's exactly what happened. You hit them with the big pass, they adjust. You soften them up a little bit, you take advantage for the big gain on the ground.
On first down, right back to Harris. And this time they are ready for him. Thrown for a loss. And it's set.
Great job by that linebacker timing his blitz. He didn't give any indication to the offense that he was coming, and he's able to get through that hole and take the ball carrier down for a loss.
Johnston motioning over. Pass on right side by Conklin. And he's taken down on what should be the final play of this first quarter. 20 yards on that pass play. It's good for a Charger first down. A run. Here's Harris. And he'll be taken down. And that's going to do it. That's the last play of the first quarter. So, first quarter in the books here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. It's the Raiders with the... Here's a 2nd and 9. Now a play fake. Herbert. Going to get that into the hands of his receiver, Mike Williams. First catch for him on this new season. And it results in a first down. Conklin goes in motion. Shotgun now for Herbert. That one intercepted. Picked off by Jeremy Chin. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
So often, Mike, defenders are just happy the ball ends up in his hands, but not this guy. I mean, the catch was one thing, but then the party really got started. I mean, look at this return. He gets one block. He gets another. He's got teammates springing him all over the field. And this offense is lucky this didn't go all the way back for a pick six.
The Vegas offense ready to get rolling again. They'll have a short field looking to build on the lead. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Off the play fake. It's Smith. A throw left side, going to be intercepted. Picked off by Deion Henley.
Mike, these are just throws you're not accustomed to seeing, especially from a quarterback that has played this much football. He's been around the NFL for a long time. He's got to make better decisions, and costly mistakes like that are going to kill his team.
Throwing on first down is Herbert. Throwing left side, and it's taken in by Williams. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
Those are the explosive pass plays that this team is going to continue to mine all day. And you can see pre-snap, the quarterback loved his matchup. He allowed his receiver to work downfield. Perfect throw, and now sets them up to try to see if they can finish this drive off with some points.
And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. On first down, Herbert. And that is incomplete.
So I like the aggressiveness of the call, but as the rest of the game unfolds, Mike, there needs to be better overall execution. A little bit cleaner. The next thing you know, they're going to hit some of those big shots.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Herbert to the air again. To the end zone. It's intercepted. And the Raiders will get the ball at their own 17-yard line.
So much of that play comes down to the defender's positioning. Being able to get himself to a spot, to get his hands on the ball, and a chance at that pick. Mike, when that ball was thrown, me and you are sitting here saying, that's a touchdown. And instead, they force a turnover, and now their offense is back on the field.
The Raiders offense getting those helmets back on, ready to head out for their next possession. They lead by a touchdown as this drive begins with 1st and 10. They'll begin here on the ground. Not much there. Stopped short of the 20. 2nd down and 8. They'll stick with him again. And he's fighting to try to get back to the line of scrimmage, but will not do it. This is going to be a loss of a yard.
How often do we see linebackers be so fast trying to track down the ball carrier that they end up actually overrunning the play and allowing the running back to cut back? But not this guy. Does a great job staying in phase, stretching this ball out sideways, and he brings them down for a loss.
Open man, left side. He's got it. And he's going to be taken down inside the 40-yard line. From the 39, here's a 1st and 10. Lone back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. And a nice run there. He'll be stopped just shy of a 1st down. A pickup of 9. An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches. Man in motion here is Tucker. And he'll be brought down after a short pickup, but that is enough for a 1st down. From the pistol, Smith. That's over the middle and intercepted. That's the linebacker, Kaiser White. And the Chargers are going to take over once again at their 37-yard line.
When you find yourself in this situation, you're on defense, you're defending your own goal line, you got to take some chances. You got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points.
That's a gain of 21 to open this drive.
This is an element to his game that we don't necessarily spend a lot of time talking about. He's not known as a traditional runner at the quarterback position. But when he has some space like he had here, he is more than capable of not only converting 1st downs, but picking up big chunk plays.
And he's out of bounds all the way inside the 15-yard line. They are cooking to begin this drive. This play going for 30 yards. Conklin goes in motion. Play action now. It's Herbert. That is caught side of the end zone. Will Disley. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Greg, it's the quarterback's best friend, and you were that guy for a lot of years. The tight end in a tight area with man coverage.
Yeah, and it's really twofold, Mike, right? First and foremost, we see so many of these tight ends around the league that now have gotten to the point where one-on-one matchups, that's advantage offense. But then even in the cases they don't create great separation, Mike, it's their size, their catch radius. It's such a friendly target for the quarterback that when things get tight in the red zone, they look to the tight end.
Dicker, good with the extra point. And the Chargers will tie things up. We are all even at 14. We are all square, 14 apiece. The score as this one's away. On the return, here comes Tucker. Oh, he's got room past the 30. And he'll be forced out of bounds, but a very solid return. The Raiders offense and their running back set to go once more. This one everything we could have hoped for to this point. All even at 14. They'll start this drive with first down. This drive will start on the ground. And this is going to be a Raiders first down. The tackle made at about the 43-yard line.
When you go out and invest in a young guy like this to be part of your backfield's future, you got to find ways to get him involved early, and I think here's a case of doing just that.
Right back to him on first down. And he's going to be taken down as we hit the 2-minute warning here in this first half. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And he continues to have success running the ball here in the first half as he's closing in on 100 yards already. First and 10. From the gun, it's Gino. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up second down. Back to the air, it's Smith. Going to get that complete. Jacoby Myers. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on third down. Gino to throw. That's over the middle and taken in. He's got it. And he's going to have the first down taken down after a short pickup of 5, but it will keep the drive going.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver, and then see what he can do after the catch.
They'll work now on 2nd and 4. From the shotgun, Smith. There's a throw right side. It's going to be incomplete.
It just seems like another case of predetermining where the quarterback is going to go with the ball. He had a lot of good route options on that last concept. I think if he just remains a little bit more patient, read the play out, let it unfold, will lead to some easier and better completions.
Now the Chargers will use the first of their timeouts. Clock is stopped with 26 seconds until the break. The field goal unit on the sideline. They'll line up to go for it on fourth down. They'll go. Smith. It's a pickup of 14. And the decision to go for it pays off. Now the Raiders going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in the opening half.
I love the way the ball's been moving around to different guys this drive, Mike. I mean, it really keeps the defense guessing and off balance. And now, this defense is going to have to figure out how to keep this offense out of the end.
He's got his big tight end. Brock Bowers. Touchdown, Las Vegas. And hold on to that football, young man. That's a keeper. His first NFL touchdown.
You know, we spent so much time talking about the heroics of a game-winning drive to end the fourth quarter in 2-minute mode. But let's talk about a 2-minute mode, Mike, at the end of the first half. It might not be in walk-off fashion, but I'll tell you what, executing that here going into halftime changes this entire game.
Carlson's kick is good. And the Raiders have broken the deadlock as they move out to a 21-14 lead. Very little time remaining in this first half as this kick is away. This taken at the 5. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Herbert. He keeps it himself. Now a timeout Chargers here. That's their second. Here's Cameron Dicker now on for the field goal. And this was the old NFL record spot, a 63-yard attempt. So we've reached halftime here on NFL Kickoff Weekend as we get you to Orlando. Say hello to my old pal, Jonathan Coachman, with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Mike, thanks very much. Welcome to the Madden family for you and Greg. And to you at home as we take you around the NFL here on NFL Kickoff Weekend 2024. We'll start up in the Pacific Northwest at Lumen Field in Seattle. And it's the Broncos who are out in front. The former Raven, back from injury, J.K. Dobbins, a touchdown run. From there, we head east to the land to check on the Brownies at home at Cleveland Browns Stadium. And you can see they trail the visiting Cowboys. Dak Prescott lighting it up. He's got 3 touchdown passes. Finally, let's get right to the center of the U.S. map and check in on the Chiefs at home.
And apparently we'll forget about that for the moment and turn our attention to quarter number 3. Let's go. Both teams ready to get back at it as we get back underway here on EA Sports. To return it, here's Raheem Mostert. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. The Raiders offense and their running back getting set for this next possession. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. And he is stopped in his tracks. Loss of a couple on the play. Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. Now a give up the middle. And he's able to find a crease. Get ahead for 7. It'll bring up 3rd down. On play action, Smith. And that is incomplete.
The whole idea of the play-action pass, Mike, is that you can slow the pass rush down enough that it allows longer, slower developing pass concepts to open up downfield. But in this case, they were on him so fast that by the time he got his head around, that ball needed to come out. There was no timing and ultimately led in an incompletion.
They get the conversion with a gain of 22. A 1st down throw for Smith. He's going to air this one out. And that'll be in and out of his hands. It's incomplete.
So on a day where he's completed, give or take half of his passes, Mike, you have to imagine there's a handful of throws he'd like to have back. And I think that last one falls in that category. But biggest thing,
he bought all the time he could, but he's going to be taken down as he couldn't get a throw away.
We spent so much time talking about quarterbacks and the special plays that they can make. And, of course, that's a big part of playing quarterback in the NFL. But also, can you avoid the bad plays? Do you know when the fight is over and live to play another down? Don't take that sack. Throw the ball away, get back out there on 3rd down, and give yourself a chance.
Trying to get it to his tight end, Brock Bowers. And it's going to bring up 4th down. And that one had too much behind it. It's into the end zone for a touchback. Justin Herbert back out there. He and the Chargers getting set to go once more. And the turnovers have really been the story here. Take you back through the high, or actually the lowlights in this one. Not a lot of positives when you have a 3-interception game under pressure all game long. The secondary feasting on his passes. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. They run it over center with Harris. He'll take this ahead. It's a pickup of 3. Devin White, that time on the stop. Second and 7. On play action, now Herbert. To get this complete, it's Williams over the middle. And a big strike for good yardage there, all the way up to midfield.
These crossing concepts are frequently used, Mike, throughout the entire game, all across the league. And what it does is it creates a lot of natural rubs. You run out the backside of the defense and rely heavily on the yards after the catch. And it's exactly how they're able to pick up this big.
And for the 4th time today, he has been intercepted. Picked off by their rookie corner.
Mike, that's a great play for any defensive back, let alone an undrafted rookie. I mean, to think that every single team passed on him in this past year's draft multiple times is pretty hard to believe. And again, this is the growth. This is the development that they saw when he signed there as an undrafted free agent. And he has taken advantage of every opportunity he's been given, and now he's creating turnovers for this unit.
Smith to throw on 1st down. And unable to connect there. It's incomplete.
He decides to go with this safe throw and throws it well short of the sticks. And at this level, Mike, you just can't miss layups like that.
On 2nd down, Smith. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down. Working out of the gun, Smith. And this drive is over before it can start. He's swallowed up to force 4th down.
A guy that we've seen do this at a high level for a long time, Mike. Khalil Mack comes away with the sack, and he's coming off arguably his best season of his career. New highs in both sacks and TFLs just a year ago. Just seems like he continues to get better with age, and doesn't look like he's going to be planning on falling off anytime soon.
The Chargers offense about ready to take over once more. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. On the zone read, here's Harris. And he'll get 4 here, up to the 24-yard line. Here's a 2nd and 6. Out of the gun, here's Herbert. The open man, Johnston, he's got it. And he'll be brought down, but not before they get this all the way up near midfield.
Well, the run after catch is certainly nice, and they're definitely going to take it. But watch the savviness of the route running. Certain guys just have a better feel for running these slant routes than others, and it's a nice result.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Herbert. Over the middle, that's the tight end, Conklin. That's a nice pickup on a 1st down throw. It's a gain of 8. We'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. On play action, it's Herbert. To the left side, catch made by McConkey. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
Every team in the league practices these situations every single day. That's a critical 3rd down, Mike. So now with this fresh set of downs, they got to just take a deep breath. Now you're really not so much playing against your opponent as much as you are playing against this clock.
A give, and here comes Harris. He'll maneuver his way down to the 32. Big Christian Wilkins, the one who brought him down.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Now Herbert. Catch is made. That is Williams. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
This is like a textbook, methodical, efficient NFL drive. 4 for 4 throwing the ball, mixing in some run. You're just marching the ball downfield at your will, and they get a fresh set of downs now to see if they can convert this nice drive into some points. For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. I mean, he's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
On 2nd down, here's Herbert. He's taken down just shy of the 10.
I think they're going to have to be more creative here on the back end with the types of coverages they show this quarterback. Change the look pre-snap to post-snap. Mix in zone, mix in man. They got to make it more challenging on the quarterback going forward.
Herbert to the air again. He's in. Touchdown Chargers.
Mike, we used to have a saying that it was the responsibility of the receiver to run the route through the eyes of the quarterback. And I think this is a great example here. Two guys clearly on the same page. Quarterback expected his target to be in a certain place at a certain time. He's there. Ball's delivered accurately. He's able to pick up the rest with his legs, and that's a big-time connection for the touchdown.
So back to level after the touchdown. And time for the kickoff. Mostert now to return. Now an opening past the 30. And he'll be forced out of bounds, but a very solid return. The Raiders offense and their running back getting ready to go back to work. This one tight throughout, all level at 21 as they'll search for a go-ahead score. Now a give on the ground. And a good job following his blockers, a gain of 7. It'll be 2nd down. A handoff as they try to run it here. And nothing on that one, back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it.
The big guys in the middle of the defense, Mike, the defensive tackles. So often they're asked to do the dirty work. Keep the blockers off the linebackers. Let them run around and make all the plays. But in this case, this guy's able to shed his blocker, make the stop, and keep it to no gain.
And for a 3rd time today, he's picked off by Elijah Molden.
And this is going to go down as a pick, but it really was the pressure defensively that caused the interception. I mean, he was a little sloppy with his fundamentals, but I think it's as a result of the guy in his face led to that ball kind of sailing, inaccurate throw, and that's just really good team defense. Timing and trust, critical elements of this quick passing game. If your target and the quarterback are not on the same page, it winds up being an incompletion and a wasted down.
This one finds McConkey. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line.
Really nice timing on that slant route. You can tell the quarterback and the wide receiver are completely on the same page, and when executed at that level, it's virtually impossible to stop.
Oh, for the 5th time, he is intercepted. And the Raiders force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27-yard line.
Mike, this guy has just been on another level the entire day. I mean, there's not a guy out there who is seeing the field as well as he has. I mean, forget having days like this as a pro. Most guys don't have days like this at any level throughout their career. I mean, this is one he'll look back on for a long time.
Going for it all. And this will be incomplete.
There's only a handful of guys in the league who legitimately have world-class speed, and he's one of them. I mean, he's the type of weapon that you 3 or 4 times a game have to just say, okay, my guy, he's faster than your guy. We're going to send him deep and let it fly. And even though that one falls incomplete, you have to continue to sprinkle that threat in because it makes everything else in your...
The crowd making their presence felt. This is 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Smith. He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. A gain there of 15. Good for a Raider 1st down. Here's Geno. Throwing it right into the hands of his running back. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
When a defense has speed to the ball like this group does, it makes these wide receiver screens really challenging because all those fast linebackers and defensive backs that are chasing the ball carrier, the offensive line are the ones responsible for them, and sometimes that's just a speed mismatch, and they can't get out in front.
Wow, important one coming here. Tie game, late, and this is 3rd down. To throw is Smith. Fires quickly. It is complete on the slant.
Goes without saying, this is a huge drive. This game is all tied up. 4th quarter, that's a huge 1st down pickup. Now they got to see if they can get some points off this possession.
Here's a toss as they look to run. And no place to go. He's hit and taken down behind the line.
I'd like to see that running back be a little bit more decisive with his cut, Mike. You can see he was a little hesitant, and once you're late making that decision, you just kind of get strong laterally. Great job there by the defense, and he has no choice but to take that loss.
He'll get rid of it and complete it. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line.
One of the things that makes him one of the best receivers in the NFL, Mike, is his ability to create separation downfield. He makes it so easy for his quarterback to not only find him, but to constantly create a nice throwing window like he did right there. You want to see linebackers play downhill, Mike, meaning there's not a lot of side-to-side pursuit. They're attacking the line of scrimmage, attacking the ball carrier. That's exactly what we saw out of this guy here. He's able to make the stop at the line of scrimmage and keep it to no gain.
And it'll be a pickup of 3. So 3rd down, forthcoming. From the gun, it's Geno. That's to the end zone, but they can't get it. It's incomplete.
I like the idea of taking your shot there on 3rd down, pushing the ball downfield, looking for the touchdown. But now as it brings up 4th down, you're already this close. You're in field goal range, but do you keep that offense on the field and try to maintain possession and see if you can come away with 6?
Oh, he's going to be very close. It depends on the mark. But he is short. They've held him on 4th down. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. They'll start this on the ground, and it's Harris. He'll be taken down after a gain of 2. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. Williams in motion. They'll give it to Harris again. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
Running back looked a little unsure of himself on that carry there, Mike. You have to think back to that fumble earlier in the game. How much is that still weighing on his mind? He didn't really seem to attack that hole like we've seen in the past. He gets stopped for no gain.
Throwing is Herbert on third down. This is intercepted. And he's going to be brought down. What a turn of events here. He has given his guys 1st and 10 in the red zone.
Well, Mike, this is entering the wrong kind of rarefied air. I mean, as in, it's only happened a handful of times since the turn of the millennium rare. It's an entire season's worth of picks thrown in just one game. I think at this point, you junk the playbook, you light it on fire, and we're just going to start from scratch next week.
The visitors' offense makes their way back out to the field for their next possession. They'll start with the football already in the red zone. Big opportunity here on 1st and 10. They face 2nd down and 7. Handoff here, up the middle. Only a couple on that one. It'll set up 3rd down.
Offside. Defense. Still 2nd down.
Back to the ground after the penalty. This defense all over this one. They get him down behind the line. It's a loss of a couple.
The offense thinks that they can just kind of plow this one up there in the middle and keep the chains moving, but not on this defense. Not only do they not pick up the 1st down, but after suffering that loss, now they've got some decisions to make on 3rd down.
And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play. So, 2 minutes to play here in the 2nd half. We'll come back and finish this one off after this. And it comes to 4th and 2. They'll keep it on the ground.
So this play by the middle linebacker is all about play recognition. Reminds me of a former teammate, Luke Kuechly. He knew the play before it was going to happen. Watch him. He diagnoses, he tracks the ball, and bang, makes a huge tackle, short of the yard to gain, forces the turnover on downs.
They'll drop to throw, and he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. Shotgun now for Herbert. Oh, he can't get rid of it, and he's taken down.
A loss of 6 yards. Brings up 3rd and 16.
Big play in the game right here. It's 3rd down. Harris. Now the Raiders going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll discuss what's to come as 4th down is looming. This one fielded out beyond the 25. And it's a very nice return. He has given the offense a short field. Here's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, Smith. Oh, a lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Back to the air, it's Smith. Oh, the pressure too much. He goes down.
Defense came out in a soft zone, and I think it caught the quarterback a little off guard. He was trying to attack them downfield. By the time he was able to get through his progression to his check down, he ran out of time, and that's all the pass rush needed to get into the backfield and bring it down. That's a tough incompletion right there. It feels like that down was their only chance to extend this possession enough to end this game in regulation. I think the smart move here now is you have to punt this ball away. You cannot risk a fourth down failure and give your opponent a short field to get a chance to win it themselves.
The Chargers offense and the wideout getting set to go once more. We're all even, fourth quarter, so every drive so important at this stage. And they'll start with 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Herbert. Now a ball thrown deep for Johnston. That one broken up. It is incomplete. They tried the shot on 1st down, couldn't connect. It'll bring up 2nd down. To throw, it's Herbert.
Well, we've seen time and time again just how dangerous this quarterback can be, Mike, when he decides to tuck it and take off. So that is a great job defensively to rally to the football and hold him to just a short game.
That one on target to Williams. He's got it. Now the Chargers will use the first of their timeouts. And the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the ballgame. On 1st down, Herbert. Back to the left side, pulled in by Conklin. 19 more on that one, and another 1st down.
I think it's clear, Mike. I think they have their sights set on winning this game in regulation. I don't think overtime is even in the picture. They are trying to be aggressive, continue to move this ball down. Can they find a way to pull this game off here late in the 4th quarter?
To get this complete, it's Williams over the middle. He's going to be taken down at about the 30. This offense still has the 1 timeout to use. 1st and 10 coming up now. They'll send a tight end in motion. They'll go with Harris. And he's just